McDonald's is the most successful food chain in history. But here's the kicker. They don't care if you buy their burgers. In fact, if every McDonald's on Earth stopped selling food tomorrow, the corporation would still be a multi-billion-dollar empire. They aren't just a restaurant. They are a global landlord hiding behind a famous brand. Today, we're exposing the strategic business model that allows them to control $40 billion in land without flipping a single patty themselves. If you stay until the end, I'll show you the exact math they use to ensure they maintain stability, even in a recession. The financial challenge of Ray Kroc. Ray Kroc was a master salesman, but by 1956, he was facing a massive financial challenge. He had the best system in the world, but he was making pennies. He was expanding the brand rapidly, but his overhead costs were eating all his profits. He was essentially working for the McDonald brothers, while barely being able to pay his own bills. Comment below, have you ever had a great business idea but no money to scale it? That was Ray Kroc. But then, a financial expert walked into his office with a plan so bold it changed the world of business forever. His name was Harry Sonneborn. He looked at Ray's books and realized the fatal flaw. They were selling the wrong thing. The real estate pivot. Sonneborn told Ray, "You don't build an empire on 15-cent hamburgers. You build it on the ground they sit on." Here is the strategic model that transformed the company, the strategy. McDonald's doesn't just franchise the name. They own the dirt, the markup. They buy the land, build the store, and lease it to the franchisee at a premium rate. The dual income. They get a fixed rent check and a percentage of every sale. It's a brilliant business model. The franchisee's perspective. Wait, why would a business owner agree to this premium rent? Why not just open a different brand or a local joint instead? The answer is low risk. When a person buys a McDonald's franchise, they aren't just buying a kitchen, they are buying a guaranteed crowd. McDonald's uses sophisticated data mapping to pick main-on-main locations. These are the busiest corners in any city. The franchisee pays more in rent because they are guaranteed more foot traffic. It's a trade-off. Higher rent for a higher chance of success. Why it's historically stable. When the economy fluctuates, people often turn to affordable fast food. But even if sales slow down, the rent is a legal obligation. McDonald's is a landlord first, a brand manager second. The control factor. Think about this. If a franchisee doesn't follow the high standards of the brand, McDonald's has the power to terminate the lease. In most businesses, if you fire a partner, you still have to deal with the physical shop. In McDonald's, the corporation owns the shop. They simply find a new operator, and the money keeps flowing. You can't run a restaurant if you don't have a floor to stand on. Case study, prime global locations. To understand the scale, look at where they own property. McDonald's owns some of the most expensive corners in London, Paris, and Tokyo. In Times Square, New York, or the Ginza district in Tokyo, the land alone is worth hundreds of millions. Even if they never sold a single fry in those locations, the appreciation of that land over the last 50 years has outpaced almost any other investment. They are effectively a real estate investment trust with a burger-making side hustle. The math of dominance. Let's look at the numbers. Most restaurants struggle with a 5% to 10% profit margin. However, McDonald's Corporation enjoys profit margins on rent that are nearly 80%. When you buy a burger, the franchisee is worrying about the cost of lettuce, meat, and labor. But the corporation is only worrying about the collection of rent. One side of the business is volatile and difficult. The other side, the real estate side, is consistent and incredibly profitable. The ultimate business lesson. The lesson. To build real wealth, you don't just sell a product, you own the assets that the product relies on. This is the difference between a business that survives and an empire that lasts for generations. If this video changed how you look at the Golden Arches, hit the like button. And tell me in the comments, is McDonald's a genius business or an aggressive property giant? I'll be replying to the best comments below. Note: this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. All business models involve risk,